Always be silent in these five situations when you're with a woman. If you are silent in these five situations, you have a greater power and hand over her in that relationship. That woman will never ever take you for granted, and she do not have option than to be submissive to you. This is Bell Solution. The goal is for you to stay in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. Number one is when you're angry. When you're angry, if you react too fast, or you kept saying things, you will end up saying things you're not supposed to say. Most times when you're angry, you tend to give your woman clue of things you want to do, how you want to do them, or how you don't want to do them. If she knows how you feel, if you give her clue of what you want to do on her and how you want to do them, she will never take you seriously, because those clues make her to treat you the way she wants to treat you, and get you to really submit to her. Instead of her submitting to you, you will end up submitting to her, because she will get too manipulative and she will be controlling. If she know your weakness, because if you are angry, you react, you don't calm down, you don't think things through, you overreact. Once something happens, you want to act on impulse. You notice your woman already know your weakness. She already see it as your weakness. She will always use it against you. So your power in your relationship always lie in your ability to stay silent whenever you're angry. Even she angered you, do not tell her anything, but you will address it. But when you want to address it, let it be when you are a little calm, so you can focus, think straight. Why did she act that way? Why would she do that? How do you punish her? This is when to think, because most times that's where you come with out of anger. You will say things you can't follow through, because you're really angry. Those things you did not weigh them. So it becomes like you are a weak person. She starts seeing it, those things she starts doing them, and she sees it as your weakness. She keeps making you say things you're not supposed to say out of anger. When you're angry, your ability to stay silent gives you the upper hand over your woman in your relationship. Then number two, where you need to stay silent whenever you're faced with a situation with your woman, is when your woman is silent. Most times when your woman is silent, that is when you see, most times you want to get agitated, you get angry, you want to make her talk by force. That is not time to make her talk. That is when to you to go solo. That's when you should keep silent. If she's ready to talk about it, especially if you've asked her what happened, why is she silent, or maybe you guys had disagreement, she refused to apologize. Yes, she's wrong. This is when to keep silent. Do not ask her anything. But this has to come with, whenever you need something, you tell her. Whenever you want her to do something for you, you tell her. Whenever you need her support with something she can do for you, you tell her. You don't keep silent. So this is where most of you get it wrong. You want to be silent, or she doesn't want to talk. Let me just give her space. So you start keeping malice with her. You start doing the same thing she's doing. No, you're keeping her quiet. The only thing is your attention is withdrawn, your time is withdrawn, your happiness is withdrawn, because you can't share the way you used to share with her again, because she preferred to be silent, she would prefer to stay on her own. So, but anything you want her to do, that she's supposed to do it for you, don't keep silent. Tell her, let it just be. I want you to do this thing for me, you walk away. I want you to do that thing for me, you walk away. Let it not be time that you start keeping the malice the way she keeps. That is what most of you do. This is not time to do that. You give her a time. You keep silent. You're not keeping malice, because you will tell her what you want. Your needs must be met, even though she is silent. That is your power. Then the third time to keep silent in a situation with a woman is when you're faced with maybe gossip or slander. When your woman is always talking ill of you, telling people, or slander you before people, maybe let's say her family members, women are often good at that, or you heard she says something about you to someone, you heard it. My brother, if you confront her, in fact, before you confront her, be calm, be silent, then calm yourself down first. Because at that time, you can act out of impulse. You can act the way you don't feel, you're not supposed to act. You will over exaggerate, you will over stress things, and you will really spoil things for yourself. Now, if she acted or she slandered you or she gossiped about you to your parents, to people around, you heard she said something or she criticizes you, my brother, what you need to do is this time is when you're silent, you keep quiet, you confront her. When you're calm, you confront her with it. Oh, I heard you said this, I heard you said that. Do not entertain any any explanation. Once you're done telling her that, you walk out. Now, as you're walking out, you tell her what you want anytime you want it, but your attention is withdrawn. Once your attention is withdrawn, she starts seeking your face because you kept silent in that situation, yet you've confronted her. She wants you to be in argument, she wants the both of you to argue, but you're not giving her that freedom. Your power is that silent. She comes back to her senses, she comes to apologize. You will notice that that woman will never ever slander you again, and she will never tell anybody anything about you again. Then the fourth situation where you need to be silent with a woman is during conflict. When she's always arguing, I told you the best way to handle a nagging woman is to be silent. Now, this silent has nothing to do with, oh, you just stand up and you walk away. No, she feels you're weak. She feels she can subdue you. When she's saying anything, look at her in the eyes, eyeball to eyeball. Make sure your eyeball caught her own before you walk out. Do not just stand up and lower your eyes and walk away. No. Look at her eyeball to eyeball. What your eyes is telling her. Am I the one you're talking to? But even though you're talking to me, I choose to be silent. I don't want to respond to you. I don't want to answer you. My brother, you've already given her gospels. You've already raised your hand, even without doing so. This woman will sit down and have a rethink. She will sit down and really rethink what she's doing that is wrong. You will notice that it will be very difficult for her to really raise her voice. Now, when you walk out, when she is a little calm, when she's calm, when you come back, always, even if you don't want to walk out, you're sitting down, because most times you will really get so agitated with her words. Maybe if she's this type of person, her mouth, she can't control her mouth. Most times it's best you walk away, because so the anger will not be built in you that, oh, you need to act. So it's best you just look. When you look into her eyes and you walk away, this automatically pass a message to her that you can't take what she did. And whenever you come back, you bring up the issues. You bring up the issue. You must have that discussion. And when having this discussion, be bold enough to tell her your mind. Let her not sense fear in your mind. If she senses fear, it means you've still lost, because she will keep repeating it. But if she doesn't sense fear, you're bold enough to come up with what is not right, what she did that you feel you can't take. It makes her to really adjust herself. She doesn't know how prepared you are. She doesn't know what is in your mind next. So she will never want to raise her voice again. Always tell her whenever you want to bring it up that anytime she feel she want to register something, she want you to understand something, she should never raise her voice. She should call you and talk to you calmly, like mature adults that you are. You've already made it clear to her that you're not going to take it, and she's going to respect it. Then the fifth time, never to be silent when dealing with a woman is when you notice or you witness her pain. When you notice she's pained, you did something to her. Definitely she's angry, she's pained, she feel this hurt in her. This is not the best time to start justifying yourself. This is not the best time to start faulting her or begging too much. Yes, you can ask for forgiveness for the first time, but after asking for that forgiveness, give her time to heal. Don't go asking, continuous asking for forgiveness, continue making her asking, begging her. No, if you do that, you will still lose to her. So what you do is, when you ask for forgiveness, maybe she's still angry, she's saying things. This is the best time to keep quiet. Do not say anything else to her. And most times when you offend her, you want to claim that you're always right. This is not time to do it. Just ignore her. If you even feel you don't want to ask for forgiveness, ignoring her or keeping silent is the best answer you can give to her. Maybe you're not wrong. So, and she's accusing you, she's feeling pain with the accusation. So, the best thing you do for yourself is to keep silent. If you've already told her, oh, this thing, I didn't do it, this is not how it happened, and she kept going on and on about it, so the best thing for you is to keep silent. You will always win her. She doesn't know, because you've already told her you don't want to justify yourself. So she will relatively be calm, and you will notice she will never want to raise her voice again. So these are the 5 times you need to be silent when dealing with a woman in your relationship. This is Spell Solution. The goal is for you to stay in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. Do well to like, drop a comment or to think about this video. And if you're seeing my video for the very first time, do not forget to follow my page. Thank you.